What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Artist Reads the Bible. Today we're going to be starting with Numbers 22, and 22 is a little lengthy, so I'll probably just do 22. As usual, I got my highlighter, got my decaf Java juice. This time I got my agua too. I was actually back here watching one of my shows, and was eating, so I already had all that back here. And I apologize ahead of time if I'm a little raspy, a little whatever. I think I'm getting a touch of something. Plus I mowed today. All that grass and stuff, and pollen and everything. Not good. And the living word of God right here. So, get these spectacles off. And let's get to reading. Oh, by the way, I'll be doing this with a new phone. Hopefully the video quality gets a little bit better. I don't know. I swore I'd never buy another Samsung phone because I wasn't real pleased with this one, the way it jumps and all that. But the one I'm using now is a Note 9, which is, I don't know, 5-6 year-ish old, something, I don't know. But we ordered new phones. Not sure when they're going to get here. They were supposed to shipped out today, actually yesterday, to be here Wednesday. Well, it's Tuesday, and they still haven't even went to UPS yet. So if they've shipped out by tomorrow, then I don't know. I may cancel the order because Verizon's starting to get on my nerves. Verizon is going way downhill as far as quality, customer service. It's just going way downhill. But anyway, we ordered, we each got an S22 Ultra. I wish I had reviewed some stuff because I probably would have got a Note 20 Ultra instead, because sound quality is a lot better. The camera's just as good. The only thing is not better, and you had a SIM card slot. You could add more memory. The only thing that's not better on is gaming quality. I don't game on my phone, so that didn't matter. Brightness of the screen, I'm not sure that really matters either. And, the battery life, which no more than I use my phone, that doesn't matter either. So, but the Note 20 Ultra is still like, I want to say about $1,300. And the Note 20, or the S22 Ultra is $1,200. But we got $800 off for sending these phones back once we get the new one. So we're actually only paying $400 for a new phone, which not that bad. The part that bugs me is I'd pay taxes up front of $240, but come find out 50 of that was an upgrade fee, because we're getting new phones, an upgrade charge. Verizon didn't even make the phones. The Samsung made the phone. What? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. God will take care of all of it. So let's get started, shall we? 22. Then the people of Israel traveled to the plains of Moab and camped east of the Jordan River, across from Jericho. Balak, son of Zippor, the Moabite king, had seen everything the Israelites did to the Amorites. And when the people of Moab saw how many Israelites there were, they were terrified. The king of Moab said to the elders of Midian, "This mob will devour everything in sight, like an ox devours grass in the field." So Balak, king of Moab, sent messengers to call Balaam, son of Beor, who was living in his native land of Pethor, Pethor, near the Euphrates River. His message said, "Look, a vast horde of people has arrived from Egypt. They cover the face of the earth and are threatening me. Please come and curse these people for me, because they are too powerful for me. Then perhaps I will be able to conquer them and drive them from the land. I know that blessings fall on any people you bless, and curses fall on people you curse. Balak's messengers, or Balak, Balak, messengers, who were elders of Moab and Midian, set out with money to pay Balaam to place a curse upon Israel. They went to Balaam and delivered Balak's message to him. Stay here overnight, Balaam said. In the morning, I will tell you whatever the Lord directs me to say. So the officials from Moab stayed there with Balaam. That night, God came to Balaam and asked him, "Who are these men visiting you?" Balaam said to God, "Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent me this message. Look, a vast horde of people has arrived from Egypt, and they cover the face of the earth. Come and curse these people for me. Then perhaps I will be able to stand up to them and drive them from the land." But God told Balaam, "Do not go with them. You are not to curse these people, for they have been blessed." The next morning, Balaam got up and told Balak's officials, "Go on home. The Lord will not let me go with you." So the Moabite officials returned to King Balak and reported, "Balaam refused to come with us." Then Balak tried again. This time he sent a larger number of even more distinguished officials than those he had sent the first time. Don't matter, you're not God. They went to Balaam and delivered this message to him. This is what Balak, son of Zippor, says. "Please don't let anything stop you from coming to help me. I will pay you very well and do whatever you tell me. Just come and curse these people for me." He's not going to go against God. Smart man. But Balaam responded to Balak's messengers, "Even if Balak were to give me his palace filled with silver and gold, I would be powerless to do anything against the will of the Lord my God. But stay here one more night, and I will see if the Lord has anything else to say to me." That night God came to Balaam and told him, "Since these men have come for you, get up and go with them, but do only what I tell you to do." So the next morning Balaam got up, saddled his donkey, and started off with the Moabite officials. But God was angry that Balaam was going, so he sent the angel of the Lord to stand in the road to block his way. Now hold on. I'm confused. So God told him, "Since these men have come for you, get up and go with them, but do only what I tell you to do." But then God was angry, so he sent the angel of the Lord to stand in the road to block his way. I don't know. As Balaam and two servants, I can't read today, were riding along, Balaam's donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand. The donkey bolted off the road into a field, but Balaam beat it and turned it back onto the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood at a place where the road narrowed between two vineyard walls. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it tried to squeeze by and crush Balaam's foot against the wall. So Balaam beat the donkey again. Then the angel of the Lord moved farther down the road and stood in a place too narrow for the donkey to get by at all. This time, when the donkey saw the angel, it lay down under Balaam. In a fit of rage, Balaam beat the animal again with his staff. Then the Lord gave the donkey the ability to speak. Oh boy, I bet that threw him for a loop. "What have I done to you that deserves your beating me 3 times?" it asked Balaam. "You have made me look like a fool," Balaam shouted. "If I had a sword with me, I would kill you." You're not at all concerned that the donkey's talking to you? You're just talking back. "But I am the same donkey you have ridden all your life," the donkey answered. "Have I ever done anything like this before?" "No," Balaam admitted. Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the roadway with a drawn sword in his hand. Balaam bowed his head and fell face down on the ground before him. "Why did you beat your donkey those 3 times?" the angel of the Lord demanded. "Look, I have come to block your way because you are stubbornly resisting me." 3 times the donkey saw me and shied away. Otherwise, I would certainly have killed you by now and spared the donkey. Then Balaam confessed to the angel of the Lord, "I have sinned. I didn't realize you were standing in the road to block my way. I will return home if you are against my going. But the angel of the Lord told Balaam, Go with these men, but say only what I tell you to say. So Balaam went on with Balak's officials. When King Balak heard that Balaam was on the way, he went out to meet him at a Moabite town on the Arnon River at the farthest border of his land. Didn't I send you an urgent invitation? Why didn't you come right away? Balak asked Balaam. Didn't you believe me when I said I would reward you richly? You don't care. You're not God. Balaam replied, Look, now I have come, but I have no power to say whatever I want. I will speak only the message that God puts in my mouth. Then Balaam accompanied Balak to Kiriath Huzoth, where the king sacrificed cattle and sheep. He sent portions of the meat to Balaam and the officials who were with him. The next morning, Balak took Balaam up to Bamoth Baal. From there, he could see some of the people of Israel spread out below him. All right, that's good. Oh. It's kind of funny. So, this dude's donkey, Balaam, his donkey starts talking to him. He's not like, no, like, oh my gosh, what the heck? No. I mean, doesn't seem baffled in the least. The donkey, why are you beating me? And without skipping a beat, because because you did this. No, oh my gosh, are you seriously talking to me? None of that. Because you did this. I don't know, maybe God gave animals, I don't know. But that would, we take care of some kittens and a mama kitty and stuff outside. And, I go out and I pet the little kittens and feed them and stuff. And I'm going to tell you, if one of them kittens looked up when I was giving food and was like, thanks, dude, I'd be freaking out. I'm just saying. It would freak me out. But old Balaam, it didn't seem to faze him at all. Donkey said, why are you beating me? Because that's your first response. You just answer the question. You're not like, oh, whoa, did you just talk? That'd be my response. Did you just say something? Or am I like losing my mind? Am I delusional? What's going on here, That's what I'd think if I heard one of them kittens talk to me. I'd be like, I'd go talk to my wife and be like, I think we got a problem. I think I need to talk to a psychiatrist or something because I'm pretty sure I'm losing my mind, But I guess if a kitten said, look, God gave me the ability to speak to you, then I'd probably be like, oh, okay, cool. I could probably have a conversation. But if it didn't tell me that God gave it the ability to talk, I'd be like, I think I'm losing my freaking mind. And I love coffee. Yes, I know. You've heard it 50 million times. He loves coffee. Can't help it. Delicious. I tell you, boy, I hope I don't get worse with this sickness. I was supposed to take my mother Thursday to her doctor. She got knee surgery done. Supposed to take her to her doctor's to get, so she'd get released. But when you think I'm bad, my wife, I couldn't get her out of bed this morning. I thought she was getting better. Last couple of days, I haven't been that bad. But this morning I woke up and I was like, felt it in my chest a little bit, my throat. My voice was raspy and I was like, oh, this ain't good. And when I tried to wake her up, I was like, honey, you need to get up. A couple of days we got to get up earlier, take mom to the doctor. And she's like, leave me alone. Said, sounded like a dude. And I was like, ooh, oh boy. I said, are you worse than you were? She said, oh yeah, this is the worst day by far. I was like, uh-oh. I said, we're going to have to call mom and tell her she's going to have to find another way to get there because You know, if we're sick, especially with her just having that surgery, she don't need to be. She's 71, 72, I don't know, but she don't need to be getting whatever we got. So she wasn't happy about it, but you know, and she doesn't understand because Thursday I went to the VA for dental work, and then Monday I had to go back to the VA for dental work, and she was upset because she told my uncle, well, you know, they went to the VA, you know, they were good, well enough to do that. Well, at that time, I wasn't feeling like I was right now. My wife was actually getting slightly better. And besides, if any of you have dealt with the VA, you know, especially here in Indiana, if you cancel an appointment with the VA, especially with dental or vision, because they're so backed up, it could be months before you get another appointment. So, and all this dental work has been going on for 10 months. 10! What normally would have took a couple of weeks in civilian world has been going on for 10 months. And if I'd have canceled that appointment, it would have been at least 2 more months. So it would have turned into a year. A year. So you don't cancel appointments with the VA. Not important ones. You know, if it's whatever, you know, okay, you know, whatever. But like vision, dental, that's important stuff, you know. Especially when you've been dealing with it for 10 freaking months. Oh my gosh. So, you know, I didn't really have a choice. I mean, unless I'm on my deathbed, I wasn't going to miss that appointment. So, you know, I had to go. And she don't understand that. She should, because her husband was a veteran and they had to deal with the VA. So she should understand that, you know, these appointments are, you cancel an appointment, you hope you don't plan on going for a while. And that's something else, you know, that I've tried to reiterate to people who are crying for unified health care in the United States. We already have unified health care in the United States. It's called VA health care. And you don't want, okay, now, well, if you have absolutely nothing, okay, maybe you would want it. But if you currently have regular health insurance now and can go to civilian doctors and all that, better keep it. Trust me. You know, I'm grateful to the VA for what I do get. I mean, my bills are paid thanks to them. You know, at least I can go to dental. Vision, they made me 2 pair of glasses. I couldn't get. I had to go buy my own. In the dental work, ain't right. I'm just saying. I'm grateful, but it's not right. The VA screws up a lot of stuff, and you got to realize, you know, I'm in the VA, Indiana VA Northern, which is Marion, Fort Wayne, and Muncie Clinic. And I go to Marion for dental, vision, all that, which is a 128-mile round trip. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you want unified healthcare, be aware you may be making a 128-mile round trip depending on where you live. Also, be aware that said hospital you're going to, it's not like, say, Indianapolis, where we got, gosh, I don't know, 8, 10 different hospitals over there. With unified healthcare, you're going to have like one over there instead of like 8 to 10. You're going to have one. Because if you have unified healthcare, do you think all these doctors are going to voluntarily stay on as doctors making chump change from the government? Mm-mm. No. You're going to be left with the bottom of the barrel, pretty much. You know, don't get me wrong, there are some good ones with the VA, but it's kind of like playing Russian roulette. when you go, you spin in the chamber. Except with the VA, out of those 6 chambers, 2 are good doctors, 4 are bad. So keep that in mind. Like I said, if you have absolutely nothing, it's better than nothing. But if you're so poor that you have absolutely nothing, I mean, you can get Medicaid, which pays for everything anyway. So, and you can go to a civilian doctor. Trust me, you do not want unified health care. I have friends, and that's just, I'm talking about here. I have friends in Canada. My wife used to live in Canada. She about died in Canada because of their crappy health care up there. I'm not kidding. She had to sneak back across the border in the United States to have emergency gallbladder surgery because Canada about killed her. And I've got other friends up there that say it's absolute trash. I have friends in England who say their health care is absolute trash. I mean, it's better than nothing, but they would much rather have the health care we have here in the United States, where they could choose their doctors, where they could choose, if you get stuck with a crappy doctor, family doctor or whatever, you can leave. In unified healthcare, you get what you get, Jack, because there's only so many doctors. And their hospitals are running with subpar equipment, because those hospitals are not making millions and millions of billions of dollars, so they're not going to upgrade that equipment. The government upgrades it. And I mean, those of you who've ever been in the military know that the government does not upgrade stuff very often. So, especially in the United States Army, we worked with weapons that were decades old, tanks that were decades old, and airborne parachutes that were way decades old, about 40 plus years old. I mean, we finally got upgraded MREs, but I mean, everything is outdated in the military. Yeah, we're experimenting on new stuff all the time, but we don't use that in warfare. The wars we have fought have been with outdated weaponry, outdated armor, outdated vehicles. Just saying. So if your government controls the hospitals, I'm just saying, the VA, government controls the VA, and you can ask my wife, I'm not kidding you, there's just cobwebs, dust, dirt on the windows. The floors are all cracked up. Not the most sanitary in the world, let me tell you. It's because government controls it. So you don't want that. You don't want that, people. You don't want that. Trust me, you don't want it. So anyway, I'm gonna quit harping about that. I'm in there drink this Java juice. I mean, well, I am gonna say one last thing. The people who have no health insurance and cannot get Medicaid or something, those people, I genuinely feel for them. And I wish our government would come up with a solution for those individuals. But I think it needs to be a solution where they're placed on Medicaid, Medicare, something, raise the threshold to qualify for Medicaid, so that more people can get on it. Well, I guess Medicaid's state based or whatever. I don't know. whereas Medicare is federal. I mean, those people, I genuinely feel for them, and I wish our government would step up, because our healthcare does, something needs to happen. Our prescriptions are ridiculous, and I learned that when I went to Mexico. And I bought Z-Pack at a Mexican pharmacy without a prescription for like $8, and it was like 100 and something in the United States. Same drug company made it, and they shipped it to Mexico. It was made up here, shipped down there. $8, 100 and something bucks up here. That's unacceptable. That is, I'm sorry, the biggest form of scumbaggery, price gouging I've ever seen in my life. They do it with insulin, they do it with EpiPens, they do it with a lot of stuff. It's price gouging, and those people need to be buried under the jail. And there's other things, like I think there needs to be more strict guidelines on. Seems like we're just letting anybody be a doctor or a nurse nowadays, and I'm sorry. I know there's ones of you out there that are good, but it seems like anymore, I don't know how you graduated medical school. I'm going to be honest. I do not know how you graduated medical school. Some of these people, I've never been to medical school in my life, and I have more knowledge than these individuals. That's how bad it's getting. You know, my little first aid training and medical triage training in the United States Army and the infantry has granted me more knowledge than these individuals have. That's a problem. It should not happen that way. But anyway, I'm gonna go on for hours like this. I need it. This is supposed to be biblical, not me ranting about unified healthcare and pharmacy prices and all that crap. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off here before I get on another stupid rant. I hope y'all got something out of today. I know I did. I learned that evidently back in biblical times, it's not uncommon for a donkey to start talking to you, because he didn't react. He answered his question, didn't like, oh gosh, a donkey talking to me. I mean, maybe he did, and they just didn't write it down. That'd be my reaction, I'm just saying. So until next time, I love each and every one of you. Y'all please, please, please be good to each other. And I'll bring you something again real soon.